Let's go.
So, hello everybody, good morning once again. And this is Dr. Arti, and I'm talking about a fresh new guest on the channel, Mrs. Neetu Rishi, a visionary leader, a coach, and a mentor whose inspiring journey spans from the global fashion stage to empowering youth authors and leaders worldwide. Her presence with us today is truly an honor. So, I welcome you on the show, ma'am. And this is you on the screen now. Please tell us about yourself, a few lines, so that at least the audience knows you better now.
Thank you so much, first of all, Dr. Aarti, for having me here. My name is, as I said, Neetu Rishi. I'm based in United States. I think one word that describes me best is a passionpreneur because I converted my passions into my thriving business. I serve the community through businesses, two businesses that I run. The first one is the Success Store, which is mostly focused on the youth, and the second one is Fly Showcase, which is a platform for the beginner models and designers to get into that spotlight. Besides that, I've written two books, working on my third one, and I love to align anything that goes with my purpose. That's me, Neetu Rishi.
Wow, that's very crisp, clear, and precise. All right, so moving to the first question that I thought I should ask you to know more about you is about your journey so far. So, from winning this Mrs. India Universe title to become a global mentor and an entrepreneur, how has this personal journey shaped the platform that you have created for yourself?
If I have to describe in one word, I think I am more happier. I would say the happiest person. If I go back into my journey, let's say 20 years ago, I was a person who was never happy with what I had. We always look at the grass with greener at the other end, but then I learned the grass is greener where you water it, where you nurture it. And then when I started nurturing myself with learning, with helping other people, it gave me more happiness. And how it happened, sometimes, I always say there are three chairs. The first chair is the chair of survival, where we're trying to find the way to survive and pay our bills, finding that job, the education. The second chair is the chair of success, where we say that, okay, now I live a successful life where I'm making that much of money so that I can have a vacation with my family, friends, go out for dinners, and enjoy whatever I love to buy for myself. I think I was enjoying that, but there was something which was missing. And the third chair, which I decided to move, was the chair of significance, where you find your purpose, you find your calling, and you just start giving back to the community. I won't say I just give back. I earn for myself. I take care of my bills as well, which is important. But I think sitting on the chair of significance, where you start thinking on a purpose and helping community, has just changed my personal life, the way I look at the things and the way I live my life. I wake up in excitement, I sleep in contentment, and I think that's what we all are looking for, isn't it?
Yeah, that's very, very important, truly said. So let me talk about your career and your passion that you've talked about right now. So talking about this fly showcase, right? So you've taken
Mhm.
inspiring models there in your fashion shows staged at New York and LA fashion weeks. So what qualities do you actually believe are very important and essential for somebody to have? So at least they could just,
Mhm.
showcase themselves right away in the fashion industry.
Right, right. So let me tell you a little story about it. Fly means first love yourself. So I always say I'm not creating models, I'm creating role models. Any session that we do, before this podcast, we had a practice session for our New York Fashion Week models. I always start with a little activity which can help them in their personal growth also. And they're always surprised that, oh, we thought modeling is just about walking on the runway with confidence. But I tell them, you're telling a story with your personality. Without even speaking, you're talking to your audience. So Fly started with my own journey when I was told your height is 5'1", your dress size is 8, your age is 40 plus, you do not fit in the fashion world. And my response was, so what, my height is 5'1", my confidence is 6'2". So what, my age is 40 plus, I have a bucket list. And so what, my dress size is 8, I know how to walk gracefully. And who told you I'm here to fit in? I'm here to stand out. I think when I decided to go into that, breaking that stereotypes and enter into that, I saw many females, especially when the world tells you you cannot do this, and they just accept it and they start living with that belief. So I wanted to break that norms, that I want to create something. There are many more people who might have created such platforms, but I wanted to start with that I can give you that stage where I believe in you. Now, to answer your question, what are the, some of the things which are needed? What I look for in models is, first is you should have a willingness to learn. If you're open to learning, you can go up to any level, right? Not only in modeling, you can open up for commercial shoots, pageantry, but you should have the willingness to learn. Being adults, sometimes we think I know it all. I know everything. But once we open our mind for others to teach, I think we become better. The second thing that I look into them is, don't compare yourself with others. Today morning I was telling them, this girl says, I want to learn this posing. Look at her body shape and your body shape. Look at her outfit and your outfit. You try to be in someone else's shoes and you forget to be in your own shoes and you are hanging in between. So the second skill they should have is, don't compare yourself with anyone. Create your own experience, create your own personality. And I think the third one will be, coming out of the comfort zone. Nothing is easy in this world, right? Whether starting a podcast, writing a book, or going on that prestigious runway stage of New York or Paris, you have to come out of the comfort zone. So, to summarize, I would say three things: learning capabilities, willingness to learn, coming out of the comfort zone, and be yourself.
That's very beautifully explained. I guess anybody who's looking into this profession would actually be delighted to know this information, through you very easily, because sometimes, you don't get the right guide to tell you precise what is supposed to be, needed in the as a
Right.
part of your career, or maybe as a part of a requirement for the industry. So I guess I'm really glad to
Most of
have
the
those
people
three
think, yeah,
words here.
most of the people think that you need a height, you need that slim body, a zero size, but that's not enough nowadays. Nowadays, the world is so big and huge. You can actually shine bright with anything that you have.
Yeah, and because when I came across your page and I was like, this is something extraordinary, and I'm supposed to have this on my platform. So at least people
All right.
can learn, inspire, and they feel that okay, they can still do something what they actually wanted to, and there were some stereotypes stopping them from achieving their targets and goals. So
Mhm.
that's the basic purpose, and I'm glad you are here today. So anyway, so I was really curious about your this. Your fashion week ideas, and how do you actually take forward this this milestone in your life. So how does it mean to you, and then what is your vision regarding this fashion week that you have, if I talk about the
Right.
changing opportunities and talking about the emerging talents around you, so what do you think about that?
So I think it started with an experiment, honestly. When I participated in this pageant and then I kept participating, it took me six pageants to win Mrs. India Universe title. It didn't happen in the first night. Nothing is overnight success. So when it was in my, I think, third pageant, there was a girl. She was very beautiful, very gorgeous. She was all the way from Florida. She did not walk away with any crown or any title. And when we were in the green room, and she comes to me and says, my husband told me I should not participate in a pageant. I'm not beautiful. I wish I did not do that. I said, not winning doesn't mean you're not beautiful. She said, no, I'm going to leave all this. There in front of me, I don't know whether that time we didn't have Instagram, I guess. So she deactivated her Facebook, and I till date don't know where is she, because she changed her phone number. She decided not to be in this world. That day I decided, and I felt that I wish she's safe, but there are so many people who give up on their dreams.
Mm.
And then I had already immediately started coaching. Being into pageantry, also, I had that coach in me. I was always helping someone or the other if they were absent in the classes, telling them. So at that time, there were 17 girls who were taking little coaching from me. I said, I want to do an experiment. How about I train you for failure as well? And I want to give you that first stage. So let's partner together. I got two designers on board. I spoke to them. They loved it. We checked the venue rent and the photographers and everything. So it was coming around $2,000. I said, okay, how about we split the cost, all of us, because it's beneficial for each one of us. We split the cost. I think it was $125 or something, and we put a 30 minutes of a show together in middle of any other event. We bought that timing for $2,000, and everybody walked away with so much of confidence. I said, this is good, I'm enjoying it and people are loving it. But then after that, COVID hit. So I kind of forgot. I was in my own business, the success store. I was working with students. Then after COVID, someone reached out to me that you did this show Fly. Are you doing it again? And when I started getting more inquiries, I thought, oh, it's well appreciated. Then I actually sat down and make a whole planner that I want to create this space. So I started coaching people and we started doing annual events. But then after COVID, we all know people were more on online. So I started getting students from Las Vegas, from California. I have one from Argentina. I said, I need to do it outside the Dallas space. And that's when I partnered with New York Fashion Week, LA Fashion Week, Vegas Fashion Week. And then this year, it's our season five. It's our fifth year of Fly Showcase. I thought now it's time to be international. So that, consistent efforts and people trusting in my belief gave me the wings that let's do Paris. Let's start with Paris. And I'm nervous, I'm excited, but I'm ready, I think, for Paris Fashion Week this year.
Right, and I also came across the video which shows that you were on that Times Square and you were dancing, and I was like, oh wow! And somebody else also was dancing in the background. I was like, this is life, and this is how you grow. And so
Yeah.
it sometimes small efforts people make in their life turns inspiration to somebody else. So
Mhm,
reasons I was while going across your profile, I also saw this. You are also working for some students, right? Some mentoring some students and like authors.
uh-huh.
And there are two different aspects of life, like Fashion Week and mentoring the students. How did you actually think of combining these together? And what came to your mind?
So both of, as I told you, Fly Showcase was because of my own story. I'm an accidental model, with height 5'1". The success store was born
The word
also.
accidental model. I like the word.
Accidental model, yes. The success store working with, so to give a little background, I was always into corporate world, and as a soft skills trainer, I was director training with one of the coaching industry where I was training the adults on soft skills, right? It could be goal setting, time management, dressing up, talking, communicating, confidence. But my daughter, when she was started with her high school, she was an introvert and she would not go to school. She will say, Mom, I don't think so I can do this. And she was scared of bullying, and especially in United States, even though people are welcoming, but we have that we are immigrants, we are from India. So she was scared of bullying and scared of that, will she gel up well? I was trying to figure out some classes for her, but nothing was working out. And being a mom, what you do, you figure it out, right? So parenting came, and then I gave a little break. I left my corporate job, and then I started working on her strengths. Her strength was writing poetry. I was trying to figure out how I can build her self confidence. And then I came through this self publishing tool on Amazon. We published her book that just boosted her confidence. Then she was always into dancing. She's a certified Bharatanatyam dancer. I said, why don't we launch a YouTube channel for you? And, those two things gave her the boost, gave her the confidence that, finding her own strengths. And then she just evolved. And then one of my friends said, hey, I've seen your daughter and now she's so confident. Can you help my son? He is not social at all. I helped him. Then there was a temple. They were doing some summer programs. They reached out to me that we've got to know that you help students building confidence. I said, oh, do I? I help my daughter and friends, kids. I just did as a volunteer as a program that I think became just viral, and people in Dallas got to know about me. Then I thought, let me give a break to the programs that I've been doing with adults. It's easy money, easy things. I've been doing it from 20 years. This is something new, and I decided to make a curriculum. That's again, when I decided to sit from chair of success to chair of significance. So now I help students find their strength. If they are good in writing, help them write a book. If they are good in speaking, help them go on a TEDx stage. If they are good in business, help them launch a business. So anything that has to do with their passion, I help them find their strength and create a purpose driven project. So that's how the success store took a backseat on adult programs, and the youth programs came up. So now I think it's been 300 plus students who've written books with me with my guidance.
That's nice, interesting, and amazing actually. So, focusing more on the success door that you have been talking about. You've mentored about
Mhm.
you said 300 plus students to become published authors, right? So, what
Mhm.
secrets do you think get unlocked in the process, and then in the process of creativity and confidence in people? So, how you may actually uh,
Right,
figure out and see leaders?
right,
What
right.
do you think? Yeah.
I'll, yeah, I think I won't take much credit. People have the potential. They just need someone to believe in themselves. They need someone to tell them, I trust you and you got this. I'm there for you. Sometimes we just need that little support, and that's what I do. But what I do a practical approach. I sit with a person, we make a roadmap where I'll ask them a lot of questions. Sometimes they come and say, I didn't know this about myself. So I tell them to reflect on their own personality, their own life. I'll ask them, what do they love doing? What are they good at? What is something that the world needs? And what is something that they can be paid for? So after doing this whole roadmap kind of a strategy, which is very fun and very interesting, they are able to come up with one word or three words that describes them best. And then they come up with, I'll share it with an example. Recently I was working with a student, and he's very confident, but he's shy in front of people, and he's scared of, again, high school challenges that comes. But he can take out different voices, and he wants to be a voiceover artist. So at one of my youth summit event, we created two animations, a bunny and a cat, and he added different voices, and we played it on the projector. And people said, this is all AI. I said, no, this is an actual human who's taking out the voices on a bunny and a cat. And it was a whole MC, the anchor, you're hosting like an event. Just that little experience boosted his confidence, and now he's taking voiceover classes, and he has make a big goal. He wants to work with Disney as a voiceover artist. So the thing that I do is making a roadmap and creating a platform for them and giving them that wings of confidence. And once they know their potential, they're out in the world.
But you're truly doing a very good job,
That's
because this point is actually also a social cause that you have been trying to lift people and trying to understand their what
Mhm.
like helping them to self-recognize what they actually have, the potential, and then bring that
Right.
into the platform. So okay, so I could still understand from the talk that you're actually a very good leader and you have a purpose behind what you're doing. So let's talk about your journey in this regard, that as a person who works with both the youngsters and the adults, so how do you actually help people discover their purpose and translate into success in life and career?
Um, as I said, the first thing, yes, it gives me that contentment. And the second thing, of course, it's my business. I have to run a full-fledged business with a team and taking care of that. Um, the personal experience changing that lives, when a parent comes and tells me, thank you for helping my child. And these are life skills, if they are nurtured at this young age, they just go a long way. I have various stories of students who were like broke. There's a female that I'm recently working with. She lost her mother, and there were a lot of things that she it was going on in her mind. But then she worked with me, and now she's all out nurturing her talent, and she's made out a profession out of it also. So that's what I'm doing with people, finding that hidden potential and giving it a purpose, but not just as a purpose. I love to give a practical, complete roadmap. Today you are doing this, to tomorrow you want to do this, and third, this is the strategy that you want to go. I want to give them a calculative ideas. They come and say, do you guarantee success? I say, first tell me what is the definition of success for you. Once you tell me, I can guarantee your success. But if you assume something and you don't put hard work into it, I can give you the tools, but hard work has to be put by you, isn't it? So I think that's what it is. And in this journey, I feel I'm also learning, I'm growing every day. I spend time in learning. I recently attended a conference. I invested $2,000 in learning, and I realized that there are so many things that I still don't know. So I think learning and teaching, it goes side by side for me.
That's very right statement actually, and it's very important to enhance your learning curve every now and then because you can't stop yourself. The day you stop, everything stops. Your learning actually stops, and you can't grow. So you have to be
I
updated
say
every
you're
time, and it's
dead.
very important to upskill, right?
Yeah. The day
Yes,
you
so
stop learning, you're dead.
you're dead. Yes. So every so this next question is my personal favorite because it's somehow linked to my profession also, and then I was really excited to know more about your journey in this regard. So talking about Howard and you as a speaker, as a keynote speaker, so how was your experience? So what was your reaction? How did they approach you, and then what did you do ultimately further?
Yeah, so I think they're all connecting dots, right? So this started with long back. I was a sponsor at Mrs. USA pageant. Sponsored in a sense, I gifted my books, my second book, which is by the title I'm Unstoppable. And they invited me there. There, I met all the participants. I was talking to them, knowing their journey. I'm more of a listener. I love to listen stories. And then I was talking to this one person. I only had 1 minute to speak. In that 1 minute, I just ensured that I can impact someone. I came back home after that pageant, lovely pictures, the glamour and all on social media, all good. Then this one of the participant, she reached out to me that she is doing her annual event and she's looking for guest speakers. And she was really inspired by my journey. She invited me to speak in Michigan. I go there again as a guest speaker. She says, I'm sorry, I don't have funds to pay you. I said, it's okay, don't worry about it. She said, but I'll take care of your travel and stay. Sometimes we have to invest from our side, and that's okay.
Very
I told my husband, I want to invest my travel and stay and still go there. I had a great experience. Now, when I came back home, that speech that I gave there, it was posted on some social media. And then this one person who works with Howard University, she stumbled upon my speech, and that one thing where I shared a story about my daughter, it touched her heart. And it was a Mother's Day Leadership Summit. So I think she was able to connect, and she reached out to me that we would like to invite you as a speaker at Howard University. I still can't believe, because it was not on my vision board. I'm a person who loves to add everything on my vision board. This is what I want. This is what I want to achieve. That was not even, because I never thought that I would be ever invited to Howard. It's just a dream come true. And then I was there. I inspired the mothers that they have that hidden CEO in their life, because I think that I became a CEO because of my daughter, while finding her strengths, helping her, and that gave me a purpose to work with the youth. So it's still unreal, but I'm very grateful to the universe and the community through which I was at Howard, and I look forward to many more.
Yeah, so I wish you all the best for that. I'm sure that you'll get many more your way. Looking at your curve that is enhancing every now and then, I believe you'll get have many things in your life way more ahead than this. So talking to you and then in this interaction has made me feel that you're actually very grounded and humble, grounded. So how do you actually cultivate this kind of qualities in you
Hmm.
despite the success and whatever you have been doing so far, your contribution to the community, the empowerment happening
Hmm.
around? So how do you actually stay grounded? And then what drives you every day with the legacy that you want to take with you ahead, and then you want people to remember you with that
Right.
legacy?
I think it's my whole life is all about stories. We come from Indian culture where our parents are first role models for us. They are the first teachers. And my dad and mom, I've learned two things. From my mom, I've always taken the hard work. She's very hardworking at this age, being 75 years old. She still works hard. So that inspires me to work hard every single day. But my dad taught me one thing. He said, when you are growing in life, always remember where you came from. It's always good to keep your eyes on the star, but make sure you keep your feet on the ground, because the day you just look at the stars and forget to be on ground, that day you'll fall and you'll be hurt. So I think that just stays in my head all the time. And everything that I do, it's not that sometimes I feel, overconfident and I feel, oh, I am the one. But then I remind myself, what did my dad teach me? I have to remember that. So I come humble. Um, and I think that has helped me to stay more positive and happy. It's not that I don't have enemies, I don't have people who are jealous of me. But the more you grow, more people are sometimes insecure about you. And they're not bad people, but it's just that I stay away from those people. I don't let negativity come into my life. That has helped me to be who I am. And the second question you asked was, what every day excites me is if I can change one life on a single day. Even, someone I post on my status, WhatsApp, Instagram, I post on my story something positive. Someone asked me, why do you keep posting all this? Why do you share about your life? People are not interested in looking at that. I said, I'm not worried about millions of people looking at my story or status. If that one person looks at the story and feels motivated, I'm worth it.
Yeah,
That's
of
what.
course.
And it happened. It happened during COVID. One person texted me that I lost my job and I thought I've lost meaning in my life, but looking at your story, it just gave me a purpose. So if I can change that one life, why not? Why not? So I think that keeps me pushing.
Yeah, that's nice actually. In fact, I actually loved your stories because every day you were posting those day one, day two, day three. I was like, this is interesting, and the commendable part here is being consistent, because when you start and you
Yes.
practice, you stop in between and you don't have sustainability in that process. So when you are consistent, it shows that you are actually very strong in your will and you want to. You of course you contribute towards the society, but that also indicates your will. So that
Yeah.
was something very impressive. I thought I should learn from you. And of course, I
Oh,
learned
thank you.
from every episode that every guest come on the channel. I try to learn something new. And that's what I
But
take
you
up.
are doing an amazing job, Dr. Aarti. I must say here to sorry to interrupt you. But people have that hidden things or what they're doing. But people like you are true leaders who create a platform to bring that voice. You give voice to those, you give wings to those things that we are doing. So thank you for doing what you are doing, I would say.
Most welcome. Thank you for the appreciation. And that's exactly the purpose because of which I started this podcast, because I feel everybody is special and they have something to be learned from, right? It's not only celebrities, but also people like us, like you and me. We have something unique and we are really doing something really hard in our lives, which is supposed to be heard by others. And again, the way
Right.
you think, we can inspire somebody, can inspire some other person, and then can change a life. So that's the basic purpose. And thanks for coming on the show, thanks for the feedback, and of course for because of guests like you who are welcoming towards me also, they can accept the invite, they can be on the channel. So it is, again, it's a hand in hand effort where I can still go again with my
To win.
my vision. Yeah.
We always grow as a team. We always grow as a team.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much. So it was amazing to have you on the show today. I really enjoyed personally the talk, and thank you for sharing the wisdom and the passion of your life journey, the story of purpose and the empowerment that you have been doing. Of course, it started with from the house through your daughter, but of course, again, there's another. Sometimes it's destined to do what you do. So
Mhm.
I would still quote it in the same way, and you have been an inspiration to all of us, to me as well. So thank you for being on the show. I really enjoyed it. I hope you liked it too, and I'm sure the audience
Of
would
course,
enjoy
I
learning
loved
something
it. It's such
from
a
them.
you made my Sunday beautiful. You made my Sunday beautiful.
And you made my evenings nice. So yeah, I was really looking forward to this podcast, because I was sure, because the way I was going through your reels, especially your fashion week reels, and then your another side of your story was really amazing and inspiring. So thank you so much. It was nice to meet you, and I'm glad I could have a chance to have an acquaintance with you.
All my pleasure. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Have a good day. Yeah. All right, so this was Mrs. Neetu Rishi, and thank you for joining us on the show today and sharing your incredible journey from fashion runways to the world of mentorship and empowerment. Your insights on creativity, purpose, leadership have been an inspiration to us, to me as well, on the podcast today. And your story reminds us that with the vision and determination, we can actually create a platform that uplifts others. So I hope you like the podcast today, and I hope you could learn something from her because she was really an inspiration for me as well. I'm sure there are many people around us who have been doing their bit of contributions and efforts for the society, and we are supposed to acknowledge that and learn something from them. So at least we grow together, right? So I hope you like the podcast. I hope you like the show, and I hope you could take home something, learn something from her journey, because it was truly an inspirational talk and a journey that she has shared with us. How it all started from the house, what she has been doing for the social upliftment, for the community upliftment, for the community empowerment, and so on and so forth. So till then, keep learning, keep supporting, keep shining, and have a good day. This is your host signing off. Until next time.